Do you feel like your shop is a permanent passenger on the Etsy struggle bus? Are you wondering how to turn this thing around? Well, in today's video, we're going to dive into 3 strategies on how to flip the switch on your Etsy shop and take it from being a loser to being a superstar winner. Big hint, if you're struggling, you need to watch this entire video because I can guarantee you're not doing all 3 of these strategies. But don't despair, the solutions are easier than you think. Welcome to Cha-Ching. My name is Terry. I'll be your tour guide through the Etsy maze and your partner in crime, all things small business. With over a decade of experience on Etsy and over 20 years as a business owner, I'm here to bring some clarity to this craziness. First of all, this video is sponsored by Everbee, but more on them later. Now let's break it down into 3 game-changing strategies that will pave your path to success on Etsy. Strategy number 1 is consistency. I learned this the hard way with my poor Etsy shop. I was frantically doing activity, but not working towards any actual goal. It was like blindly stumbling along. The good news is you don't have to do that. I'm here to help. Consistency is the unsung hero behind many Etsy success stories, including mine. Think of it as the steady heartbeat that sets the rhythm for your shop's growth. Consistency isn't about just listing products and then calling it a day. It's about showing up regularly, fine-tuning your craft, and engaging with your potential customers. So you might be wondering, how do you be consistent? It feels like sort of a blanket term, doesn't it? Here are a few areas you should focus on. Number 1, consistency involves updating your shop regularly with new products and maintaining high-quality listings. This cannot be accomplished without research. If you are consistent about doing your research for every listing and then putting what you find into action, you will win on Etsy. Check out the video above to learn more. Secondly, being present on social media builds trust with your customers. This can be in a group you created, or it can be posting on Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest. From this, you will gain traffic to your Etsy shop, and the incoming traffic signals to the Etsy algorithm that you're serious about your craft. If all 3 social media platforms are too overwhelming, just pick one and stick to it. My favorite is Pinterest. Those pins live on there for a long time, and I have pins from 2 years ago that still bring me traffic. Lastly, being consistently on brand is critical. Your customers will recognize your shop by this. They will know, like, and trust a brand that they recognize. Yes, this takes time, but it's not actually difficult. Aside from colors, fonts, and brand style, your brand is who your business is. You want to authentically represent that to your customers so they will not only recognize you, but they will look for you. I go into more detail on branding in my video, Rich Etsy, Poor Etsy. I'll link that above so you can watch that later. Strategy 2, adding email marketing and fostering that list. Imagine having a direct line to your customer's inbox, a place that you can call your own. Building and fostering an email list is like nurturing a garden. It requires attention, care, and a sprinkling of personal touch. You might get tired of me harping on email lists, but that direct line to your customers helps you foster that relationship with them. And don't doubt it for a minute, you need a relationship with them, or they can just shop anywhere. This brings me back to today's sponsor, Everbee. They recently released a new email feature that makes creating and keeping up with your email list simple and seamless. Once you go through the setup process, your initial emails will happen automatically when you get a sale on Etsy. And then you can plan to email your list once a week to update them on new releases or inform them of amazing deals. I have a video where I go through the setup process, so I'll link that above, and I'll also put it in the description below. Please note when watching this video, they are currently working on adding landing pages and email sign-up links. So hold off on the listing image for now. You will definitely get subscribers without that anyway. My own list is growing quite quickly. I'll let you know when that update is complete, so just save that video and go back to it when the time comes. Not only does Everbee help you with email, but they are an all-in-one research solution. Remember when I stated in Strategy 1 that research was important? They help with that as well. I have several tutorial videos planned on this. Everbee has graciously offered my viewers of this channel a BOGO deal. Use the link in the description below, and not only will you get 1 month free, but you'll buy me a coffee. And I like coffee. Can I get an amen? Strategy 3 is to stop doing things that don't work. You probably think this strategy is self-evident, but is it really? How many times have you caught yourself doing the same things over and over just because it's routine? I'm guilty of this for sure, but my success came when I analyzed everything that I was doing that wasn't leading to success and changing it all completely. So this seems easier said than done, right? Well, start by reviewing and analyzing your strategies to identify what's not yielding results. You've seen pros and cons lists, correct? You write pros and cons on a blank sheet of paper, and then you exhaustively list everything that you can think of to go under both sides to see which one wins. Same applies here. Grab a sheet of paper and write on the top, effective or not effective. Or you could write what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. You get the idea. Now write everything that you can think of for both sides until you can't think of any more, and then put it down and go back to it tomorrow and write some more. Here's what your list could look like. Under effective or what I'm doing right, you might put something like answering customer messages fast, 5-star reviews, X amount of sales in X amount of days or weeks. And under not effective or what I'm doing wrong, it might be not posting on social media, not listing new products weekly, or the big one, not creating an email list. You should have a ton more than that, but you get the idea. From this list, you can make a plan on moving forward. Structure your plan so that you can attain the goals, and then keep working until you're consistent with the changes. I encourage you to take a look at the list a month later. You will be surprised how much will change when you start doing the right things. Whether it's ineffective marketing techniques, poorly performing products, or time-consuming activities that don't yield returns, it's crucial to identify and eliminate these from your routine. Redirect that energy towards activities that drive growth and align with your Etsy goals. And there you have it, fellow Etsy winners. The 3 pivotal steps to transform from being a loser Etsy shop to emerging as a victorious winner. Consistency, leveraging email marketing, and knowing when to pivot away from unproductive strategies. These are the secret weapons in your arsenal. If you have found these strategies helpful, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more Etsy boosting insights. Remember, success on Etsy is not an overnight miracle, but with determination and these proven strategies, you're well on your way to turning those losses into resounding victories. So until next time, see you later, alligator.